Hi everyone. This practice is a short practice and it's perfect if you're stressed and you feel your shoulders really tight and your neck is very stiff. Or maybe you've been sitting at a desk all day on your computer, and again, your shoulders and your neck feel really hunched up. Or maybe you're someone that has trouble sleeping and you can't unwind before you go to bed. So, this practice is also helpful for that. So it's a seated practice, but you might actually, at the end of the practice, you might like to lie down, but I'll guide you through. So you don't need to be sitting cross-legged as I am. You can sit in a chair, but what we need to do is however you sit, make sure that you have a straight spine. So if you're sitting cross-legged and you're like that, it's really not going to be helpful to try and loosen up the shoulders. So it's much better that if you find it more uncomfortable sitting on the floor, sit on a chair. So however you're sitting, just take your time and take cushions or blocks or whatever you need to do to rearrange yourself so that you're in your most comfortable position with a nice straight spine, nice long neck. And when you feel that you're ready, if you'd like to, just close your eyes and just take a couple of really full, deep breaths. So breathing in really full and deep. And when you get to the end of the breath, you're going to explode that breath out through the mouth. And just let your spine curl, let your head drop forwards a little bit. So in breath, you'll lengthen up, straighten your spine. And out breath, a big forceful out breath, letting go. So we'll take 4 more of those. In breath, straighten. Out breath, explode out the breath. In breath, straighten. Out breath, explode out the breath. And last one, in breath, straighten up, really deep, in breath. Explode out the breath, letting your head hang down. And then come back up to your nice straight position. Have a little wriggle around, make sure that you are actually comfortable and that your spine is straight. And we're going to imagine that you're holding a really big ball and you're trying to lean over your ball. So feeling the back stretching, and then you're going to open up and take your arms behind. If you can clasp your fingers, do. Otherwise, hold on to your wrist and just squeeze your shoulder blades together. And take a deep in breath. So we're going to take a few of those. Out breath, squeezing around your ball. In breath, straightening the spine and squeezing your shoulder blades together. Just carry on at your pace. You can close your eyes if you want to. Really open up the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then stretching into the back. Now let's just take one more there. And then bring your hands back to your lap and just have a little wriggle around with the shoulders. Sometimes they can feel really crackly. So we're going to take little shoulder rolls now. So try not to squash your shoulders up to your ears because we're trying to undo that work that you might have done previously. So first of all, put your hands onto your shoulders. You don't need to press your shoulders with your hands, but feel like you can pull your shoulders down and see if you can feel like you're lengthening your neck. You're just trying to take your neck out of your shoulders so you can just move your head in lots of different ways. Maybe you've got lots of crunching going on there. Maybe your neck's feeling really stiff. And then bring your head back to center, just relax. We're going to bring our elbows towards each other, taking your elbows up, but not so high that you lift your shoulders. So we're just taking the elbows up just a little way. Take the elbows out to the side, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and then bring your arms back. So just little movement there, not too big. In breath. As you open and squeeze your shoulder blades together, out breath, bring the elbows back. Just continue with this. Try to stay with the breath. Let your eyes close again if you feel comfortable. 2 more. Try to breathe evenly. And then bring your elbows together. And then we're going to go around the other way. So be really watchful that your shoulders don't end up at your ears. So breathe in as you take your elbows out. And breathe out as you bring your elbows towards each other. If it feels more comfortable to have your chin tucked down towards your chest a little bit, then do that. But really try to make the movement smooth, feel like it's gliding. We'll take 2 more here. And then bring your hands down to your lap. Holding onto your knees or your thighs, you're not gripping on, you're just touching there. So take a little bit of a roll around. And see if you can move into your shoulders as well. Moving around in one direction, moving around in the other. Just nice and easy. I'm going to take a little rotation now. So taking one arm out to the side and see if you can turn from palm up, all the way around, all the way around, all the way around, and maybe palm up the other way. So let's just see what we can do there. If it helps, put your hand onto your shoulder, palm up. How much can you rotate? And then we're going to rotate all the way round behind the back with the palm facing outwards and bring it back. So let's do the same on the other side, taking the arm out. Just check in with your rotation. Maybe one rotates more than the other. And just see how much movement you've got there and how that feels today. And then we'll rotate all the way round, palm facing outwards and all the way back. We're giving ourselves a nice hug, tucking the chin down, and then lifting the elbows, reaching up and bringing the arms back down. Again, have a little wriggle there. We're going to just take a little side stretch now. So taking your arm up and reaching your way over, reaching up and down. Same on the other side. So we're just taking the fingertips along the floor a little bit. So reaching up, reaching over, reaching up and down. We'll take that again. Reaching up, reaching over, reaching up and down, reaching up, reaching over, reaching up and down. So you might feel that you want to adjust your sitting position and you maybe like to take the legs out or come to this position, whatever you feel is going to give you the very best posture, because we're going to move into some neck exercises now. So it's really important that you keep your shoulders down and your spine straight. So the first one that we're going to do is we're just going to turn the chin over to one shoulder and bring the head back to center. It's going to be really slow. So let your eyes close. I'll direct you and we're going to take a few. So out breath, turn the head over towards one shoulder. When you're ready to breathe in, bring the head back to center. Try and relax. Out breath, we turn the head. In breath, you bring it back to center. Relax your shoulders. Just continue with this gentle movement. You're not forcing your head around too far. You're just going with where you can go. Maybe slow it down a little bit as we slow down the breathing. And let's just take one more each side. And when you're ready, come back to center. Now we're going to take the chin down, trying to really lengthen the back of the neck. Bring the head back to center. And we're going to take the chin up, but reach the point where you feel like the back of the neck is really tensing. Only go that far. Bring the head back to center and take the chin down again. I'm going to take a few, and maybe each time you take your chin up to stretch your throat, maybe the head can go back a little bit further. If you hate taking your head back, then just take your chin forwards and bring your head up and just look up instead of taking the head back. So let's just take a few. It'll be the out breath as you tuck your chin forwards and the in breath as you take the chin up. Try to keep the shoulders as relaxed as you can. Let your eyes close if you're comfortable with this. And just continue. Try to stay focused on the breathing. We'll just take two more. Last one. And bring your head back to center. Have a little shrug with your shoulders. Make sure that you're still sitting in your best position to have a straight spine. And we are going to take the next one. Very simply, we're just going to keep the shoulders down as you take the ear over towards the shoulder and back up. So just moving side to side. Sometimes it's quite good to keep your hands on your shoulder because then you can be sure that you're not actually lifting your shoulder or moving your body over to one side. So just take your time, just let that head move gently over to one side, over towards the shoulder, and then back up and over to the other side. So let's breathe out as we take ear to shoulder. Breathe in as you bring the head back up. Breathing out, ear to shoulder, and in as you come up. Let's take a few. Let yourself start to relax. Relax the shoulders. Relax the face. And feel how heavy your head has become. Let's do two more. Stay focused with your breath. and then come back to center. Have a little shuffle around, make yourself comfortable again. And this time we're going to bring the chin down and we're going to sweep the chin up towards one shoulder, still keeping the head inclined. Bring it back down so the chin is towards the chest, and then we'll take it up over the other side. So as we take the chin towards one shoulder, we'll breathe in. As we bring the chin back down to the chest, we'll breathe out. So it's almost like you're keeping your chin connected to your chest as we move it from one shoulder down and along to the other. Let's just take a few more here. Stay with the breath. In breath as we take the chin up. Out breath as we take the chin down. Nice and slow. And then we'll come back to center. And just take a nice breath. Now imagine that you are a rag doll with a floppy head. And you're just going to let your head be very floppy. And as you breathe out, your head is heavy and floppy and it comes down towards your chest. And as you breathe in, you let the head come back up. Feel the heaviness of the head and feel that release as you let your head just flop forwards again. So let's just take a few. Try to relax the chin down on your out breath. Just feel like that rag doll. So loose, so relaxed. All the tension is fading away. And then maybe if you'd like, you can just let your head roll in any direction. Just moving any direction that feels good for you. And just keep this going just a little bit longer. Maybe it's getting slower as you begin to feel more and more relaxed. So let's just do two more like this. And bring your head back to center. Have your eyes closed and just take a very beautiful deep breath in. Imagine that breath can travel all the way up to the top of your head. And when it gets to the top of the head, just open your mouth and sigh the breath out. So we're going to just take a few of those. Full deep in breath. And imagine it reaches the top of the head and open your mouth and let the breath go. So you're breathing in fresh energy and vitality and life force. And you're just letting go of any weariness, tiredness, tightness. Take two more like this. And one more. Now you might feel that you don't want to move, so just stay right where you are. If you feel that you would rather actually be lying down for the last couple of minutes of our practice, then very gently move yourself down onto the yoga mat or onto your floor and have a cushion for your head. Wriggle your shoulders. If you're sitting, just reposition yourself so that you're very comfortable. And we're just going to focus for a couple of minutes on the breathing. So just gentle breaths now, not deep. But try to focus on the nostrils and try to stay aware of every breath that you take. So imagine feeling, well, not imagining, you're just feeling the breath moving into your nostrils. And when you're ready to breathe out, feel the breath leaving your nostrils. So just stay with this, breathing in, and you might feel a coolness as the air enters your nostrils. And you might feel a warmth as the air leaves your nostrils. When your attention wanders, which it does often, just come back to the breath. In and out, in and out. And just being fully present in this moment. Just here and now, relaxed and peaceful. So just bring your focus, bring your attention back just for a little bit longer to that breath in the nostrils. And then very slowly start to bring some movements back into your body, just very slowly, very gently. If you're lying down, you might like to just stay there for a little bit longer. If you're sitting, you might like to just adjust your seated posture. And we're just going to close this little practice with a stretch. So just taking your arms up above your head and bringing them back down again. So we'll just take a couple more in breath, taking the arms up just wherever they come and bring them back down again, however you like. And we'll just take one more. And bring your hands into the center of your chest. Just pause for a moment here, just to reflect on how that practice felt for you and how you feel now you've done the practice. So thank you so much for joining me, and I hope that the practice made you feel relaxed and peaceful.